Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of this Pro Wrestling Noah 2011 series here on the channel using TEW 2020 as it is the Global Junior League. My god, hopefully it's better than the fucking Best Super Juniors that just happened in our New Japan series, because holy fuck, that was bad. Hopefully we can get some redemption here. I think it'll be pretty well because of the pop, at least, is there. We do have two people going in injured, though, in Roderick Strong, who will probably be injured for like the first 2 days, and then he'll be fine. But then also, I think Daisuke Arata, I think he's going to be out for the entire tournament as far as injury-wise, but he'll still be able to perform. Just his ratings are going to be a little bit not as good as they should be, which is a shame because, Daisuke Arata, this has been a great moment for him to really improve. But, that's what happens. Injuries are, name of the game when it comes to Japanese pro wrestling, really, as a whole. It's a tough schedule, and you're going to get banged up, that is for sure. As we will go through our... so, we only have one Torkoal, not just be better than the one we just did in the New Japan series. As far as what do I have planned for the actual... Because obviously, with Pro Wrestling Noah, their finals, it's a little different because it's like an actual show. It's not like the actual finals. It's like, it's going to be the Great Voyage in, I think, Osaka. I think it's going to be like Volume 3, I want to say. And so we do know the main event's going to be Kenta versus Kenta Kobashi, which is going to be awesome, and just from a story perspective. But the co-main will probably be this Junior League. Maybe there'll be something else, but at least for now, that's the co-main. As here are the blocks. Block A, Atsushi Aoki, Bobby Fish, Daisuke Arata, Jimmy Yang, Kushida, Roderick Strong, Tiger Mask 4, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Yoshinari Ogawa, and Zack Saber Jr. Very fun there. We kind of got a good bit of everybody, from Future Shock with Daisuke Arata, obviously the Anti-No Mercy Union, we got Red Dragon in there with Bobby Fish, we got Yin and Yang of, Jimmy Yang, Kushida, obviously, with Alex Shelley's Time Splitters, Roderick Strong, kind of the Gaijin of this, we got Tiger Mask 4, obviously from New Japan, Yoshinobu Kanemaru from No Mercy, and then Ogawa, just kind of the Rat Boy Chicken Shit Ale, and Zack Saber Jr., former partner of Loki. Now Loki's joined, obviously, No Mercy, and is the current Heavyweight Champion. They're in different blocks, though, as Block B is looking a little bit like this. It's Alex Shelley, Atsushi Kotoge, Jinbei Hiranagi, then Katsuhiko Nakajima, Katora Suzuki, Kyle O'Reilly, Loki, Nozawa, Taiji Shimoi, and Yoshitone, as, again, kind of the same thing with Block A. We got a Time Splitter, we got a Future Shock guy, we got a No Mercy guy, as we got a Kensuke Office, and then another Anti-No Mercy Union, Red Dragon, No Mercy again, and then Los Perros de Mal, De Japón of Nozawa, Anti-No Mercy Union again, and then obviously the Yin and Yin and Yang and Yoshitone. Very, very fun. I think really this roster that we have of junior guys, I didn't bring in like anybody from elsewhere. I didn't bring in either kind of a younger guy like a Keno or somebody that would be used in the future for Pro Wrestling Noah. Just kept with what we had, because I think what we have is a very, very good junior group, and I think we'll just improve as far as going forward if we just use our guys that we have right now. But that's just me, though, and that's, we'll live and die with that, because really, like, everybody's pop is pretty good. I think Roger Strong is the only guy who doesn't really have, like, good pop. Everybody else, at least, is in the 20s or more, so we'll probably be okay as far as that goes. But yeah, this is basically kind of like what we just did in New Japan, as far as it's going to be all in one show, blocks A and B. Even will be Block B main events, and odd numbers will be Block A main events. We already have everything pre-booked up until the actual final show, which, just for the sake of argument here, I'm just going to go through, scroll all the way down here. Yeah, it is a Great Voyage in Osaka, Volume 4. So yeah, that's going to be the last Voyage in Osaka of the year. And then we'll be at the Global League, and then that'll be the final show with the Great Voyage in Tokyo of the year. That's very, very fun. Crazy. We're already at the end of the year for Pro Wrestling Noah. It's just, how we've ran, let's see how many shows 31. And we'll probably, by the end of the year, we'll probably be close to 50, which is great. That's a great start. So far we've gotten better, definitely way better than where we were. Now we have had just a 78 overall match. with Kenta and Nagoto, and then we just had a 77 event show. So that's fun. Our top 3 shows have just been the most recent shows. So again, great start, great. Makes sense. We're getting better and better as the time goes on in this save, and that's all you can hope for, really. It's not like we're going down. So that's that's a good thing. That's a very, very positive note for us. But again, we just ran 23,360 at Shiny Navigation, so hopefully we'll have something a little bit along those lines with the Great Voyage in Osaka. Hopefully, again, fingers crossed there. So far, we've been making money every month. Another great sign. We made the most last month with 400,000. Hopefully, another good month here. I think so. I think it should go pretty well. But you can never really tell, I guess, until you actually run the show type of thing. And but as far as it's pretty much the same schedule we've always ran. We're just gonna run junior guys though instead. So it should go over pretty well. And let's run the show. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Let's get this first night rolling. As I do hope I added it to the actual game, the tournament, because that would be nice. As we do have a backstage incident. Skinsuke and Kendo Miura. Passing tips on microphone work. Good shit. There. As I just want to check it real quick. Just want to make sure. I did not. Alright, so we'll have to do that real quick. I'm just going to stop the recording. We'll add it. Alright, now we got that taken care of. I do think we're going to kick it off in Kanto. I think that's probably a good idea. As I think we're at... I guess actually, no. Let's go with Osaka, just because I know we're going to end the tour in Osaka. So let's see. 9... 2, 3. Let's see if we got anything. No, we don't. I'll have to reset. That's right. It is right there. That's the one thing about this mod compared to the that kind of real world mod that we did in 2020 that we're doing in New Japan. A lot more events, or a lot more venues rather. Jesus Christ. As we can really kind of pick and choose. Some of them kind of don't make sense as far as in this mod running them, but still, it's a thought that counts, I think, as we'll run this gymnasium. I think this works. Yeah, actually, this Wazi City gymnasium. None of it matters. They're all about the same. So, Block A's main event. Now, this is the tough part. Is kind of determining what should be the main here. Because, there's some good matches for sure. I see what's going to be the co-main for Block B, and that's Alex Shelley and Loki there. That's a hell of a co-main. We'll just add that for now. Because that's going to be a really awesome match. We're going to have Alex Shelley beat the GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. Huge. Oh, Loki's a little upset. That's alright. We can keep him strong. That's a big-time win for Alex Shelley. He just guaranteed a future Junior Heavyweight title match. Perfect. As, kind of, really the best person in Block A is Tiger Mask, funny enough. So I guess we could go with him and Jimmy Yang. I guess. It's not the best idea, but it's the best idea we got. And Tiger Mask is going to win in 16 minutes there, so that's going to be 2 points for Tiger Mask. So now we can kind of just do whatever. Let's see here. So, probably... I had to guess, probably Nakajima Nozawa, which, that's another great Block B match there. Block B seems to be the better of Block A, just kind of from a name perspective. Like, you got the champion, you got Ishimori, Nozawa, not Loki, he's already champion, Kato Suzuki, Nakajima, Shelley as well. Like, that's a great block. Block A, though, is fun, though, with, like, Kushida and Tiger Mask and, like, Zack Saber Jr. Like, they have a lot of, like, up-and-coming guys as far as in that block compared to Block B. As, speaking of Aoki, probably have Aoki and Zack Saber Jr. be the next match, which Aoki's going to get the win there. 2 points for Aoki. Probably, it's tough one to call here, because I would say Kato Suzuki, Kyle O'Reilly makes a lot of sense there. Kato Suzuki is going to be Kyle. That's 2 points. We'll do Kotoge and Ishimori, which that's probably actually going to kick off the show, and then we'll throw Fish and Ogawa out there, which will probably be a little bit after that. We'll Daisuke and Kanemaru, with Kanemaru getting the win there, as that's a tough loss for Daisuke, but again, he's hurt. It's Jinbei and Yoshitone. Jinbei's going to beat Yoshitone, and then Kushida and Roderick Strong, with Kushida beating Roderick Strong. which is a fun match there, obviously, as those two become quite the fucking hands, as we'll probably just kind of, yeah, I think that's fair, and then we'll swap that out, yeah, and then we'll swap this. Alright, I mean, we got a card, we'll just have to, again, change everything to 230, should have done that beforehand, but that's alright. It is okay. Do we need to steal the shell. As Taoi's a little... That is one thing I didn't really think about. We don't really have a lot of road agents. Oh, we got 4. We should be fine. I think what's going to be the best steal the shell match. I guess we can have it be Suzuki and Kyle here. So yeah, I think it's Taoi and yeah, and we got Yamato reffing a little too much, so we'll change that. So I remember that the Taoi, yeah, perfect. And then we'll have Uncle June. Perfect. Well, that was easy enough. Alright, first day is booked up. Let's see how it goes. 64 to start off the tournament. What a sigh of relief. Shimoi gets the win there. It's kind of, Shimoi, funny enough, obviously the guy who's been in both the best Super Juniors that we're doing in New Japan right now, and he's now in this as well. So he's the only guy to be in both, which is just kind of fun. Shows you how timeless Taiji Shimoi is, and now he's the man. Daisuke Harada and Yoshinobu Kanemaru definitely should have this open up the show, but that's alright. Yoshinobu Kanemaru gets the win. Gets the win with a deep impact, and that's 2 points for him, and 2 points for No Mercy, as Daisuke Harada coming up short. Injury gonna slow him down there. It's a 51 for Jinbei and Yoshito. Jinbei gets the win there in 10:57. I want to say that's one of the few wins for Jinbei, which is kind of tough, because he's like in the mid-50s. He's not bad. He's been like the third best guy in the best Super Juniors that we did. But just wasn't enough there. It's a Yoshinari, a guy with a figure 4 jackknife pin over Bobby Fish. In real life, that probably wouldn't go 16 minutes. That's a long time for like Ogawa and Bobby Fish, especially. That probably would have went about 12. We probably should have like done that instead, but that's alright. Not a huge deal. Kato Suzuki beating Kyle O'Reilly with the Blue Destiny in 12:33. Could have gave this one a little bit more time. But I think all in all, we need to steal the show match, and that's probably the best one that we could have gotten out of. Not enough selling shown. That's alright. Kato Suzuki gets the win, and that's 2 points for him. Zayoki pinning Zack Saber Jr. with the assault point in 16:03. Pretty close. Zack Saber Jr. almost outperformed him. 48-54. It's a 58 as a whole there. That's some good stuff. It's a 52. Oh, yeah. Roderick Strong's injury really bringing him down. Thank God that Bruce Kidney's going to get healed up relatively soon. Because, man, he's definitely the worst as far as in-ring performance-wise. He'll probably be kicking off the next night. That's Kushida with the Kushida lock getting 2 points for him. It's a 54 for Nakajima and Nozawa. Man, if they were able to click, that would have went really well. But Nakajima pinning Nozawa in 1936. It's a bridging German suplex there. It's a 63 for the co-main event. Alex Shelley, Loki, Shell Shock over Loki, getting the win as Alex Shelley. That's a big-time win, and he is going on. I mean, that's a big-time 2 points, and you're going to get a future title shot, even if you, like, come up short. Either if you don't make it to the finals or you get to the finals and lose, you're still going to get the title shots. That's just a big-time win there. Main event is 65. Thank God for the great chemistry, or I guess pretty good in this case. Pretty good chemistry. Tiger Mask pinning Jimmy Yang after the Tiger Suplex 09. It's a 61 for Jimmy Yang. How about that? Fuck yeah. It's the outdated picture. I know it's giving him the strength to keep pushing and having some good performances. That just warms my heart. Fucking Jimmy Yang. I just signed him out of just like, wow, he's got it like the most outdated picture I've seen. Let's sign him as a rib. But I enjoy like his work. I think he was super talented, was super underutilized for a long time. Just because I think really he was someone that came around a little too soon, where he couldn't really cut a promo, so you knew he wasn't going to be able to do anything as far as big time as like in the States. But like I was shocked that really like he would do stuff like Ring of Honor, which was fun and whatnot. But like really and now he's back, now he's wrestling with his daughter, which is great. But like, and it's still crazy because he's like 38 now, probably not even 40, I would say, because he was young then. But that's just, and also crazy enough, Sakoto, his partner, during that time with Tajiri passed away like a week ago. As probably like 2 weeks now by the time you're recording or hearing this from it being uploaded. Just fucking crazy. So sad. R.I.P. Sakoto. Because I had no idea that dude worked like California Indies, which was wild to find out. It was like, oh yeah, wild. What a show though. A 64. Man, Ishimori about had the best match to kick off the tournament. I mean, we should probably should have had Ishimori like actually be towards the top because he's Taiji Shimoi, but still fun match though, and that's a fun show. Really, the worst thing was a 50. That's like one of the best things. Again, this was the best Super Juniors they were doing in New Japan. Day 1 down, 8 to go. Here we go. This is looking like it's going to be an actual great tour. How about that? This is what happens when you have people that have pop and you can book them well, and you're not trying to create 8 stars out of a tournament, and it just turns into a shit show. How exciting. Alright, day 2. We get another backstage incident. That's Tiger Mask and Kobashi. Tiger Mask was brought before Wrestler's Court, accused of being absorbed by his phone when he should have been paying attention during a locker room meeting. The judge, Kento Kobashi, found him guilty and sentenced him to buy a crate of beer for the locker room. He needs it. This Tiger Mask needs a good positive influence. So I guess we could kind of go somewhere else. Yeah, we'll go to Chu. Yeah, we'll go somewhere. Yeah, we'll go back to another gym. Could go with the Akasaki. I guess we could run somewhere with 1,000 people. Not a bad, the Toki Sports Center. Not a bad idea. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Good stuff, alright. So yeah, we'll probably... Again, Block B main event. Trying to see what would be a good Block B main event. As, Ki and Katoge is probably not going to be it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Alex Shelley and Taiji Shimoi. Jesus Christ. What a main event. And Ishimori's going to get the win in 27 minutes. Just around the time where the bell's about to ring. We'll bump it one more. We'll give him an extra minute. Make it 28 minutes. So that's a hell of a main event. Let's see. Co-main here. Not a lot of options that I'm seeing. Maybe Aoki and Ogawa? Maybe. That's, certainly an idea. I guess that's probably the best as far as co-mains go that we'll have to offer. As Aoki's going to beat Ogawa in 11 minutes. Bobby Fish, Zack Saber Jr., yeah, Jimmy Yang, Kushida. That's probably going to be really good. Probably should have gave that more time. That might be we might be changing some of these times around, because I'm kind of seeing names. I'm like, I probably should get more time here, there. We'll throw Loki and Kotoge, just because we know that match is going to be good from Loki carrying it. Yeah, we'll throw Harada and Tiger Mask. As then we'll throw that on there as well. Katamari, Roderick Strong. Katamari's going to beat Roderick Strong. Then Bobby Fish, Zack Saber Jr. Zack Saber Jr. is going to beat Bobby Fish. That's good stuff there. 2 points for Zack. Nakajima and Yoshitone. Nakajima's going to beat Yoshitone. As just, man, we are really skimming on this time. Katori Suzuki and Jinbei. Katori Suzuki is going to beat Jinbei. Wow, we really are just skimming on time. And then Kyle O'Reilly and Nozawa. Nozawa's going to beat Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, we left it under 2 minutes. Which, hey, fun and all. But there's some stuff that really needs to be changed as far as timing goes. We'll probably... Because, this could be a co-main, in all honesty. Really could be. Even, cause even though it's, yeah, I think it should be, honestly. We'll put that as the co-main. We're going to give that a little bit more time. So, let's give it like 16. Slow build. Decisive. Oh, we already did. Alright, so we just got a slow build. Yeah, we'll give it like 18. Maybe a little bit more. Just, 17. And yeah, kind of everything else can kind of fall into place. As we'll probably put that there. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff on here that definitely the Yoshito Nakajima match could go 10. Yeah, and this probably Katori Suzuki and Jinbei could also go like 10. But we'll take away from Kanemaru and Roderick. There we go. We're just kind of mix and matching, trying to figure out what's best. But yeah, probably some more time to this. there. I mean, yeah, I think all in all, sure, we could have it be a 2 hour and 30-minute match, or a 2 hour and 30-minute show, but, yeah, we're fine with our 2 hour limit. I think it's still going to be a good show. So yeah, that's just going to look at the booking analysis. Just the only one that's used too much is Shelley. Just fine. We'll run the show now. So 49, with Kanemaru and Roderick Strong. Kanemaru getting another win. That's 4 points for Yoshinobu Kanemaru. So he beats Roderick Strong there. Almost a sellout. 994, good stuff. So 58 for Daisuke Rada and Tiger Mask. Because Tiger Mask with a 60. So he beats Daisuke Rada in 937. The Tiger Suplex 09. Oh, a 28. Yep, should have known this. Should have kicked off the show. Zack Saber Jr. beats Bobby Fish, though. They don't click, which that kind of hurt it a little bit more. But all in all, listen, that's going to be probably the worst match we'll have on the tournament. And that's fine by me. As we bounce back with a 60. Goddamn, Kyle O'Reilly and Nozawa has a pretty good matchup as a 60. 12 minutes and 12 seconds. Nozawa wins with a Nozawa driver. Kyle O'Reilly with a 51, though. That's a good sign. Good stand. 59, or 58 rather, excuse me, as Kato Suzuki beats Jinbei with a Blue Destiny in 10:57. That's 4 points now for Kato Suzuki, beating Jinbei there. 59 and 54. At 60 for Katsuhiko Nakajima and Yoshitone. I would pay a lot of money to see this match. This would be very, very fun. Just completely different styles. Like, Katsuhiko Nakajima, just an absolute killer in there, and like a legit threat. And you have Yoshitone, who's just the absolute spot monkey of spot monkeys in Japan. It'd be very, very fun. Very much a clash of styles, but I think it'd be awesome. Especially like young Nakajima here, where he's still pretty much, this would be a fun matchup until like 2017, 18, maybe a little less. It still would be fun. It'd just be kind of different format because now, obviously Nakajima's a heavyweight and Yoshitone going to be a junior for the rest of his life. And so that's a fun matchup. Another 60 here is Loki carrying Katoge to a 8-minute and 49-second matchup as he wins with a Ghetto Stomp. That's a 60. It's a 57 for Aoki and Ogawa. As Aoki with 4 points. He wins with the Assault Point in 10:36. Probably should have won before some of those other matches, but that's okay. Jimmy Yang and Kushida. Jimmy Yang losing to Kushida there, even though he outperformed him. Jimmy Yang being a pal didn't complain one bit, as Kushida wins with the Kushida Lock in 17:08. Main event's a 63 as Alex Shelley and Ishimori both do 57s. As Ishimori gets the win, that's 4 points for him. That's a big-time win. Here's a guy, hey, made it and won the Best Super Juniors of New Japan Series. Now let's see if he can go on and win this in the Noah Series. That'd be fun. As a 62, even with the 28, we still survived, thanks to a pretty good main event. I mean, at least we kind of just have the card figured out. That was half the battle with the New Japan Series. Like, we kind of don't really have it figured out. We got it fucking figured out here in this Global Junior League. So that's fun. At least I get to show everyone, like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I was at the mercy of a shitty roster as far as pop-wise. But at least, good things are happening over here in the Noah Series. Warms my heart. As on to day 3 we go. All right. So, a slight change has happened to the tournament. As we got a backstage incident before we get into that, we'll talk about. So it's just as Hajime Ohara was brought forth, the wrestler's court accused of not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out. Judge Kobashi found him guilty and sends him to buy drinks for everyone after the show. Alrighty. There we go. So, basically, try to get Nozawa, and All Japan was just kind of like, yeah, you've been bringing him in too much, we're going to stop that. So, we have had to replace Nozawa, and the Block B spot, and we've done it with Super Crazy. Just felt like, hey, might as well do it with the Los Perros de Mal de Japón guy. So instead of Nozawa, got Super Crazy. Bit of a step down, but not too crazy of a step down. We do have to add his matches to at least to the, we won't add it to the pre-booking page, but we'll just, obviously we'll be like, alright, who's left? And we'll just, match him up with who's ever left. And then we'll be on our merry way here, as, let's see, here, yeah, I guess the Hiroshima Astor Plaza works for me. It's 800, I mean, it's basically going to be a sellout, close to at least. So we're looking for a Block A main event. And some good, that Katsuhiko Nakajima Kyle O'Reilly match is really, really fun. But I had to probably say the co-main is going to be key in Katora Suzuki. Taiji Shimoi And Yoshitone's a fun match. That's a Block B match, though. Boy. That's... I guess you could... I'm just seeing so many Block B matches. Not really a lot of Block A matches are jumping out to me. It's not a great sign. As, probably... Oh, man, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to have to be Aoki and Kanemaru. It's not great, because I just don't think it's going to be Kushida. I guess it could be Kushida Ogawa, I guess. I guess this could be the main. So Ogawa's going to beat Kushida. I hate it, but it's got to happen there. And then we're going to have, definitely, Key and Kato Suzuki. Yes, and Kato Suzuki is going to beat the champion in Loki. That's and they've had, obviously, their history in Kato Suzuki and Loki. Remember everyone, it's just, they, of course, Junior Heavyweight Tag League, Loki and Zack beat them, and then at Noah's 2011, the anniversary show, Loki beat Kato Suzuki for the championship, so there's a little win back for Kato Suzuki. Then, let's see. I mean, I'm just seeing, this Taiji Shimoi Yoshitone match, fire. Throw it out there. Ishimori's going to beat Yoshitone there. That's now 6 points for Taiji Shimoi. Katsuhiko Nakajima and Kyle O'Reilly going to go 14 with Katsuhiko Nakajima getting the win. And we'll probably have Aoki Kanemaru, finally, as this was almost the main event. Now look how far down it's gone, as Aoki's going to beat Kanemaru there. Probably have Jimmy Yang and Roderick. As I think this is going to be... As Roderick's going to beat Jimmy Yang... Yeah, that's getting changed. Jimmy Yang is getting a win. It's Jimmy fucking Yang. And then we'll probably throw Bobby Fish, Tiger Mask. Tiger Mask obviously going to get the win there. Jinbei and Katoge. Again, Jinbei going to get the win there. And then Daisuke and Zack Saber Jr. going to kick off the show with Daisuke beating Zack Saber Jr. That's getting 16. Then, of course, we'll add the final match... and then obviously we'll have Super Crazy, which Super Crazy should be, just kind of looking and seeing a name that I don't see. I want to say it's, trying to think of it, it'd probably be, no, because it's not Katoge. Oh, it's Alex Shelley, that's what it is. So, Alex Shelley, Super Crazy, now instead of Nozawa. There we go. Bring this back up. Shelley and Super Crazy with Alex Shelley getting the win there. And 11 minutes. No surprise. Really there. Probably put that after the... Actually, put it there. So I want to say Roger Strong's still hurt. So we'll probably have to put that there. I think this is his last day being hurt. Then I think everything else is good to go. Oh yeah, we need a Steal the Show match. I guess we could just throw it on... Actually, throw it on Aoki and... Oh, actually, Taiji Shimoi Yoshitone. That's the real Steal the Show match. We're going to give that a little bit more time. Now I'm thinking about it. There we go, yeah, 1:49 on the clock. Yep, should be good to go. Alright, let's run it. 35. Yep, they're just not over, but hey. They did pretty well, as Harada gets the win with the Harada pistol over Zack Saber Jr. in 16:09. See, Daisuke's injury hurt him a little bit there, as obviously Zack outperforms him because of it, but still a good match, all in all. Just, they're not over. It's alright, they're in a perfect spot to be in the opener. So yeah, Roger Strong's not hurt anymore, but Jimmy Yang with a 60. Yang time in 12:56. Big win for Jimmy Yang. There's a 49 for Jinbei and Katoge, which have good chemistry, but, Katoge's got a 35, is off his game. Wasn't going to happen. But Jinbei with a win, and I believe that's 4 points for him. The Shell Shock over Super Crazy. Super Crazy getting his feet wet in the Global League. It's not great. It's a 44. It's definitely not Nozawa, but still, it's not bad. It could have been much worse. Alex Shelley with a nice win there, as I believe that's 4 points for Alex Shelley. Tiger Mask beating Bobby Fish with a Tiger Suplex 09. 6 points, again, I believe, for Tiger Mask in 9:36. Bobby Fish... I believe will not have... so far, he's got 0 points. We'll see what happens. It's a 53 for Aoki and Kanemaru. This was almost the main event. Got a 53. Wouldn't have been great as Aoki gets the win with the assault point. 6 points, I believe, for Atsushi Aoki. 50 for Nakajima and Kyle O'Reilly. Just not enough selling there. But it's pretty close. 53-50. Katsuhiko Nakajima beating Kyle O'Reilly with a bridging German suplex. That's be a very fun match to see. There's a 57 for Yoshitone and Taiji Shimori. As Taiji Shimori almost gets a 60. Great match. Works out, that's a fun match there. Taiji Shimori and Yoshitone, they're about the same height. So you kind of, guys are used to be kind of being the smaller guy. It'd be a fun match. I'd pay good money to see that. It's Kato Suzuki and Loki. What a main event this could have been. Instead of getting a co-main, it's Kato Suzuki upsetting Loki and getting that win back with the Blue Destiny there, and they'll have their trilogy some point probably down the road. So 56 for the actual main event is Ogawa beating Kushida with the backdrop suplex. Wrong guy wins there. Kushida definitely should have won. But, yeah, he gave it to Ogawa. Let the young kid take the fall there. That's how I was feeling. But the 64 really saved the card. Obviously, this was really a Block B show for the most part. Guess we could have had Tiger Mask and Bobby Fish main event, but I just figured, better not, But, still all in all, some fun stuff on that card for sure. Besides really the opener, but even then, the opener probably would have done a 47 or 48 had they been over, but there weren't, but that's alright. So another night down, as on to day 4 for the Global Junior League. Alright, day 4. Let's see where we're gonna run to. I'm trying to think. 7:52, maybe not. Yeah, 8:39 works for me. See what we can run to this sports arena. This Yusuke Worker Sports Center. That works for me. All right. So I guess we can go through the tournament real quick, just kind of update everyone. So yeah, Aoki and Tiger Mask 4 are leading the tournament on Block A at least with 6 points, as Kanemaru and Ogawa and Kushida tied for second with 4 points. Obviously, Ogawa just got the tiebreaker win over Kushida. And then we have Jimmy Yang, Harada, and Zack Saber Jr. with 2 points. Jimmy Yang's the man, though. He's been killing it. Just beat Roger Strong. That's his only win. He's lost to Kushida and has lost to Tiger Mask. But I think he'll bounce back. And then Bobby Fish and Roger Strong have 0 points. Not looking good for the Gaijins there. But yeah, at least Zack Saber Jr.'s got to win. So he's the only Gaijin that's really doing something, at least in Block 8. It's not much. It's Block B. We have Katsuhiko Nakajima and Taiji Shimoi and Kato Suzuki all having 6 points, all undefeated so far. It's Jinbei and Alex Shelley got 4 points. Of course, Alex Shelley losing to Taiji Shimoi, that's a tough loss. That might cost him in the long run. And then Loki and Super Crazy / Nozawa, as Nozawa got that win over Kyle O'Reilly. Which Super Crazy probably would have beat him too. Maybe not, though. Kyle O'Reilly's been killing it so far. He might be someone... he's got 0 points right now. But like him and Katoge, he's probably going to beat Katoge. And then him and Yoshitone, that's a tough one to call too. That's tough. But, low-key with 2 points, being the champion. Not looking good so far for him as far as if he's going to win this thing. He's got a lot of great people to face. He's in a tough block. When you got Alex Shelley, and Nakajima, Kato Suzuki, Kyle O'Reilly even. That's Taiji Shimoi, of course. He's got some tough guys. Tough guys in there. Day 4, which we're looking for a Block B main event. And there's not a bigger one than this. Loki and Katsuhiko Nakajima is going to go to a draw. Loki and Nakajima's going to have 1 point each now. So that'll be 3 for Ki and 7 for Nakajima. As Loki's a little upset. We can keep him strong. There we go. Good stuff there. And, Jimmy Yang Ogawa, I guess, could kind of work. Actually, Tiger Mask and Aoki's probably the best bet there. Tiger Mask's going to beat Aoki. And then we'll do Jimmy Yang and Ogawa. Could also do Shelley and Jinbei as well. We'll throw Ishimori and Kyle O'Reilly out there, which Ishimori's going to beat Kyle O'Reilly. It's in 10 minutes. We might give that a little bit more time. And then we'll Alex Shelley, Jinbei. We're giving that 12 minutes. Shelley's going to beat Jinbei there, which is a big-time win. We'll probably have Kato Suzuki and Yoshitone, which Kato Suzuki beating Yoshitone. Kushida, Zack Saber Jr. probably be next. It's Kushida beating Zack Saber Jr. Bobby Fish, Kanemaru. Kanemaru's going to beat Bobby Fish there. And Daisuke Arata, Roderick Strong. Daisuke's beating Roderick Strong. Poor Roddy. Coming up short. So, yeah, we're going to have to give this more time because we got to add the Super Crazy match, of course. So, let's go back here. Yeah. Yeah, but I think we might even give Jimmy Yang Ogawa some more time. I'm not really sure. Just kind of thinking where we're at as Super Crazy. I got to bump this down just to kind of check and see who's not been booked. As, oh, let's see if we can drag, I thought we could drag it down. Never mind. So, he's gonna take on, it's not Loki, of course, and Nakajima, so I can scrap that. Is it, trying to think, it might be Katoge, honestly, because I'm not seeing him. Yeah, it is gonna be Katoge. Yep. So, Katoge and Super Crazy, which would be, of course, towards the beginning. Katoge's got more pops than Super Crazy, funny enough. As we'll give Super Crazy a win here. I think it's going to be close. Katoge might outperform him. But I think Super Crazy will get him. I think. We'll probably, yeah. Sounds good to me as far as timing goes. I love how we gave Kushida Zack Saber Jr. like 22 minutes. We could probably bump that down to like 16. Yeah, that's a little bit more on their scale. Still need to have it be set to steal the show. With probably Yoshitono and Kato Suzuki. Oh, but it had to be a spectacle. that could have been bad. Alright. You just want to double check. Yeah. Should just be, yep. Okay, we're good to go. Let's run the show. Day 4. As Daisuke Arata and Roderick Strong. Roddy beating Daisuke Arata there. Or as far as in-ring performance. But Daisuke gets the win with the Arata pistol. As again, just no pop between them. Anything like that. So just a nice way to open up the show. It's a 36. Super Crazy does outperform at Tsushi Katoge with the trifecta. Super Crazy with a 49, 41 for Katoge. Not bad. Not bad for Super Crazy. Yoshinari Kanemaru beating Bobby Fish with a deep impact. Bobby Fish with 36-50 for Yoshinari Kanemaru. It's a 49 for Kushida and Zack Saber Jr. Kushida winning with a Kushida lock and 15-35. Big win for Kushida there. It's a 52 for Kato Suzuki and Yoshitone. Yoshitone keeps on losing, but he keeps on having pretty good matches. It's Kato Suzuki with Blue Destiny in 12-54. It's a big time win there. It's a 62 for Alex Shelley and Jinbei. Holy shit. As Alex Shelley gets the one with the shell shock, he gets a 60. That's a very good match. It's going to be tough to beat. Yeah, I mean, Ishimori tried it with Kyle O'Reilly. Tried to carry him to a 62, but it wasn't enough. So Ishimori keeps his winning ways going. As that's a big time win as well. Jimmy Yang and Yoshinari Ogawa is a 62 for Ogawa and Jimmy Yang as Ogawa beats Jimmy Yang. Poor Jimmy Yang. He deserves better. He does. As Aoki and Tiger Mask with a 65. Tiger Mask with the Tiger Suplex 09 over Atsushi Aoki in 2009. It's a big time co-main event. The main event's a 64. It should have been a time limit. We'll just pretend that's a time limit. It's Loki draws with Katsuhiko Nakajima with the time limit draw as right at 30 minutes on the dot, of course, as we got a 62 overall rating. We had 5 matches in the 60s, which is great. That's a good sign there. Junior Division is strong. We got a strong Junior Division. Love to see it. So, yeah, I mean, Super Crazy at least is getting better, and that's a nice win for him as well. That gets his pop-up, so that's a good sign there as well. Yeah, I mean, that's a good show. On to Day 5 of this Global Junior League. Alrighty, Day 5. Let's see what we got here. Backstage Incidents. Oh, Roderick Strong and Kenta Kobashi. Roderick Strong was brought forward Russell's court accused of being absorbed on by his phone. I always want to say on, as absorbed by his phone, and he should have been paying attention to a locker room meeting. The judge, Kenta Kobashi, found him guilty and sentenced him to buy a crate of beer for everyone in the locker room. A lot of beer being drunk on this fucking junior tour. Oh my god, as Kensuke passing dips on microphone work to Kento Miyohara some more. Hell yeah. As I don't know why I wanted to look at the absent workers, but hey, there you go. As again, we want to kind of avoid, I guess we could run Kanto now, kind of, or day 5, might as well. As I guess we can just run the, yeah, we just run where we're already slotted, so perfect. Alright, as I guess we're going to look through, again, the tournament ratings for now. So Tiger Mask is back to, or standings, rather, not ratings. As, Tiger Mask has the lone #1 spot of Block A, but he's got a couple of people on his tail. Got Kanemaru, got Ogawa, Kushida, Aoki, got some people on his tail. But he's already beaten Aoki, so that's a big win for him already. You just got to take on Kanemaru and Ogawa, and also Kushida. As I think he'll be taking on Kushida relatively soon, looking like he's going kind of through the line as far as people goes. Seems like it, at least. As and then we have Daisuke Harada with 4 points, which is big time, for him. Poor Jimmy Yang. Jimmy Yang and Zack Saber Jr. with 2 points, and then Roddy and Bobby Fish with 0 points. Someone's gonna walk away with some points between those two. Eventually, they'll have to fight each other. As in Block B, Kato Suzuki and Taiji Shimoi have 8 points, and then Loki and Katsuki Nakajima, I guess we'll throw Loki in there as well right for now. They both drew, of course, with Katsuki Nakajima now in 3rd place because of that draw. He's got 7 points. 6 for Alex Shelley. Jinbei and Super Crazy with 4, / Nozawa. And then 0 points, somebody with 2 points in Block B, so it's all 0 points for Katoge, Kyle O'Reilly, and Yoshitone. But I think eventually someone's going to get a win there between those 3 guys. Eventually, as, so again, it's an odd number, so we're going to go with Block B, rather, as, Block A, rather, Jesus, as Block A will be main eventing. So let's kind of see, as, man, that's a hell of a main, but that's Block B. I'll just go ahead and throw it on there, because it's going to be the co-main. Taiji Shimori is going to beat Katsuki Nakajima right before the buzzer. That is nuts. It's a big-time win there. As, man, Shelley and O'Reilly's fun, but I don't know how well it's going to go as far as pop-wise. We got Jimmy Yang and Zack Saber Jr. I guess Tiger Mask and Kanemaru is probably going to be the best match as far as that being the main. So Kanemaru is going to upset Tiger Mask. Wow, big-time win there in the main event. And so now they'll be tied, and then Kanemaru, of course, with the tiebreaker because of that. So that's a huge win for Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Now we got the rest of the card. You probably low-key Jinbei. That's probably going to be here, with low-key beating Jinbei. And then probably, I think we'll just kind of run down the order. I guess we'll go with Jimmy Yang and Zack. Zack's not beating Jimmy Yang, I'm sorry. Can't happen. Jimmy Yang's going to get a win there. So I just want to make sure. Okay, I was like, I'm just making sure that hasn't happened yet. So I got a 51 last time that we ran this. That was at a anniversary tour. And then probably Aoki Roderick. Roddy's going to beat Aoki? Well, we're probably going to keep him strong. I guess we'll keep it. Yeah, he's going to be pissed. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I think we're going to have Aoki get the win there. Sorry, Roderick. And then we'll probably do Shelley and O'Reilly, which that's a fun match. Shelley's going to get the win. Probably, I guess Yoshitone and Katoge. Yoshitone's going to get his first win there. And then Bobby Fish, Kushida. With Kushida beating Bobby Fish. Harada, Ogawa. Harada's going to beat Ogawa. Yeah, Ogawa's not going to have that happen. Yeah, I don't think, even with we keep strong, I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, wait, okay, there we go, Ogawa. Way to put over the kid. All right. So, again, we'll have to add Super Crazy. As we'll just drag that down, see what we're dealing with. So, obviously, it's not going to be Shelley and O'Reilly. So we can, I think it's going to be Kato Suzuki, because I haven't seen his, yeah. It's going to be Kato Suzuki. There we go. Alright, Super Crazy Kato Suzuki. That's going to be a win for Kato Suzuki. They're pretty, I would say, academic. If I had to say so myself. We'll probably going to give that 14. Kato Suzuki's going to get the win, of course. And that's going to go about 14. Probably should have went a little lower. That's alright. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll put it there. It's kind of a tough, I mean, it's going to be an interesting spot, because we could honestly put it here. Yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll put it there. It's kind of funny how it kind of goes from like a lot, and then all of a sudden Harada and Ogawa goes like 18. Probably gonna cut this down to about 11. We'll give him a flash pin. However, we're like, yeah, we'll have Ogawa lose to Harada, but not Kushida. Where's the fucking logic in that? So put 230, of course. There we go. We probably need to steal the show. I'm not even gonna have to. I'm a guess. I mean, I guess we could do Super Crazy Katoru. Or we could go Loki Jinbei. I think Loki Jinbei is probably for the best there. Good stuff. Yep, and that was it. Alright. Day 5, let's run it. 44. It was close. You know, Harada's injuries hurting him, but all in all, it was about the same. So Ogawa losing to a fast roll-up in 10:43. It's a 56 for Bobby Fish and Kushida. It's Kushida with Kushida lock. It's a 59 for Kushida, 40 for Bobby Fish. 35 here. Thought it would be enough, pop-wise, but that's alright. I should have known better. As Yoshitomo with his first points of the tournament, 2 points there, beating Atsushi Katoge in 11:46. But the Ogawa, that's always a tough one. Tough one for me. As Alex Shelley with a 64 over Kyle O'Reilly. It's the one with the shell shock. As Shelley with a 64. Looking good out there. I mean, that's awesome. Good. I mean, Kyle O'Reilly's getting really good too. That's just awesome. See, oh my, about hurt him though, did Kyle O'Reilly. As Shelley was a little bit pissed by that. Aoki beats Roger Strong. I mean, it's close. As 10-point differential. I mean, we've given people way more leeway there, but the assault point on Aoki, by Aoki rather, on Roger Strong gets the win there for him beating Roger Strong. It's a 56 for Jimmy Yang and Zack Saber Jr. Jimmy Yang gets the Yang time in 12:42. Hell yeah, that's a 56. A 59 for Kato Suzuki and Super Crazy. Kato Suzuki went to the Blue Destiny. This was a fun one with him and Nozawa. This would definitely been a better match with Nozawa, but still. It's close, though, you know, but definitely would have been better for sure. Probably been in the 60s, if I had to guess. So 61 for Loki and Jinbei. It's kind of close. Loki was off his game, 59-54. Loki gets the one to Ghetto Stomp in 14-21. I'll have to give him more finishers. Because I'm tired of seeing that Ghetto Stomp. I like him to throw some, you know, that black magic kick he used to do. Throw that in there, and maybe something else. As Taiji Shimoi beating Katsuhiko Nakajima in 26-38. Hermosilio, rather. Jesus, is a 59 for Ishimori, 58 for Nakajima. Not enough selling shown, but still pretty good stuff there. And the co-main, the main event is another 61. Yoshinari Kanemaru beating Tiger Mask. Not enough selling shown, but that's okay. As Kanemaru gets the one with the deep impact. 15-51. Yeah, I mean, not bad at all. 60 again. You know, we're not losing pop, we're not gaining pop either, but still, we're having some good stuff. 61s across the board from really the low-key Jinbei, Ishimori, Katsuhiko Nakajima, and then Kanemaru and Tiger Mask. Can't really ask for anything better. Probably could have changed, obviously, Yoshitomo and Katoge could have opened up the show. Other than that, perfect show, I think. Really, in all things considered. As then we'll, so the next show, we'll probably look at the tournament standings again. About said rankings, but tournament standings again. Just to, you know, remind everybody where we're at. But, you know, Tiger Mask and Yoshinari Kanemaru are basically tied for first, with obviously Kanemaru getting the win because of the tiebreaker. And I guess we can just go right now, because it's going to be right now, as it's day 6 is upon us. So I guess we'll just look right now at this page. So yeah, I mean, there is a four-way tied, actually, because you have Aoki, Kushida, Tiger Mask, and Kanemaru, all with 8. And obviously, Kanemaru, he's lost to Aoki, but he's also beaten Tiger Mask. You know, and then you have Kushida, who has not faced any of those guys yet, so that's going to be interesting to see how he does. Then you have Aoki, who obviously has beaten Kanemaru, but he lost to Tiger Mask, so that's it's going to be interesting, these final 4 shows here, how it all plays out. And so, we forgot to look at fucking Block B. I guess, you know, Zack Saber Jr. still got 2. Ogawa and Daisuke both have 6, which is awesome. Jimmy Yang with 4. Would love to see him get some more wins in there. Bobby Fish, Roger Strong still got 0. They'll eventually, one of them's going to score. Maybe they both do. They'll both draw to have finish with 1 point. As Kato Suzuki and Taiji Shimoi, they have yet to lose yet. They are both 5-0. They got 10 points each. Haven't faced each other, obviously. But that's going to be quite the main event, for sure. Unless it's a Block A main event show, then it'll be the co-main. As then the guy who's in second is Alex Shelley, who's lost to Ishimori. But it could definitely have a great tournament for him. At least so far, he's had a great tournament. Then we got Nakajima with 7. Loki with 5. As, I think it's safe to say he's going to be mathematically eliminated from this. Already is the GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. Has Jinbei and Super Crazy / Nozawa with 4. Yoshitone with 2. Now Kyle and Katoge have 0 points. Which Kyle O'Reilly's doing really well for a guy who's got 0 points. He's had some good performances. He's in a good block, too, to really help him out. With just as far as wrestling good guys. So he's done pretty well for himself. He's got 0 points. He's improved, I feel like. A lot, especially. As, Anaka City Gymnasium, as we got another backstage incident. It's Okita, as he's just making a mess backstage, and didn't clean it up, so then Ken Kobashi found him guilty and sends him clean it up, and then buy a drink serving after the show. Good stuff there. As, we'll probably... Yeah, we haven't run here since September. So we got the Village Home, or we can run we can run like a town center gym. We could probably run Sapporo. Yeah, it's not going to be sold out, but it would be kind of close. It'd be about 75% capacity, I would say. As, then we got Alex Shelley, Yoshitone. Obviously, it's a day, so it's going to be a Block B main event. Which, Taiji Shimori and Kato Suzuki seems to be it. Yep. Because it's not going to be Loki and Super Crazy, because I'm just seeing right now that that's going to have to be a match we'll have to add. So Kato Suzuki's going to beat Taiji Shimoi there. Is that a mistake? Not really sure. But that's going to be how that goes. Kato Suzuki's going to have the Block B advantage. And we're going to throw Loki, Super Crazy. Obviously, Loki's going to get the win there. Even throw it in 8 minutes. That's tough for Super Crazy, but we really got to establish Loki being the man. He's at a tough global league. Global Junior League, rather. Because we got to make sure that's evident. As, boy, oh boy, really, what should be the main, or the co-main, rather, for Block A? Because it's, Shelley and Yoshitone's fun, but I just don't see it as that. I guess Kanemaru Ogawa, I guess. It's, I'm not crazy about it, but it's certainly, I think it's going to be Shelley Yoshitone. I think that's the co-main. Yoshitone's going to upset Alex Shelley here in a crazy match. That's fun. We'll keep Alex Shelley strong, because I'm sure he'll be probably upset if we don't. It's a big-time win, though. There. Good stuff. So, didn't mean to go there. Alright. Aoki Kushida could also have been co-main, I guess. I will have that kind of follow it, as Aoki's going to beat Kushida. Aoki bouncing back in a big way there. I guess Nakajima Jinbei. Yeah, now we'll start kind of everything after this will now go in front of us. So we'll have Kanemaru and Ogawa, with Kanemaru beating Ogawa. It's a big time win for Kanemaru. As then we'll probably do Harada Yang. Daisuke Harada's not getting that win. That will be Jimmy Yang's win. Then Tiger Mask, Zack Saber Jr., which might be the best match on the card. Tiger Mask going to beat Zack Saber Jr., which is kind of crazy, because obviously, funny enough, those two, Tiger Mask and Zack Saber Jr., that was a day 4 of the tour of the Noah Anniversary Tour, so that got a 60 last time we ran it. Maybe we could bump it up. Yeah, let's bump it up there. What's the harm, And then we'll have Katoge and Kyle O'Reilly. With Katoge beating Kyle O'Reilly. I think we're going to change that. I think we're going to have Kyle win. Because Kyle's doing great. Katoge is very unhappy about that. As, they had the Shiny Navigation Tour Day 4. That was the last time they shared the same ring together. I'm going to just keep him strong. Because, I honestly think Kyle's going to outperform him. Maybe I'm wrong. And then Bobby Fish and Roger Strong's going to kick off the show with Roger Strong getting his first win. there. That's a 55. So we got to take off either 5 minutes, which I think we can do. So we'll put that for 16. And we'll bump this way the fuck down to about 12. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, we should be good now. We'll add an extra minute to something. I guess Jinbei and Nakajima, I guess. Sure. There we go. Alright. Let's run it. This is day 6. Roger Strong. Death by Roderick. Over Bobby Fish in 10-19. 32. Yeah, just, they're not over. 24 for Katoge, Kyle O'Reilly. They don't click. I just hurt that one, but of course they're not over as well. But Kyle O'Reilly gets the win though in 13:55. And Daisuke Harada, Jimmy Yang. They don't click, and Daisuke's injury slows him down, but brings down Jimmy Yang. But still, big win for Jimmy Yang with a Yang time in 10:42. A 45 for Kanemaru and Ogawa. So Kanemaru gets the win with the Deep Impact in 11:36. 57 for Loki and Super Crazy. Ghetto Stomp for Loki in 8:28. So that's a 57. Super Crazy was off his game. 53 for Nakajima and Jinbei. As I could have went either way, I guess, but we gave it to Nakajima with the British German suplex in 12:05. I think that's the right decision, even if it was close as far as in-ring performance-wise. A 56 for Tiger Mask and Zack Saber Jr. So I actually kind of went down as far as compared to where they've been in the past. But that's alright, though. Not bad at all. As Aoki and Kushida's a 53. As Aoki with the assault point on Kushida's, even though Kushida outperformed by 1. This was a close one. I thought about giving it to Kushida, but just went with Aoki instead. As Shelley and Yoshitone's a 52. As Yoshitone with the upset, I'm assuming because of the upset win, kind of hurt that one a little bit. But still, fun match, though, between Yoshitone and Alex Shelley in 13:39. That's 4 points now for Yoshitone. He's a guy who started off 0-4. He's now got 2 back-to-back wins. And a 60 in the main event. Kato Suzuki pinning Taiji Shimoi with the Blue Destiny in 24-24. As we got outperformed by 1 point. Not enough selling shown, but still a great match, a great main event. And got it to a 59 because of that main event, because there was nothing in the 60s. Really, the closest thing was Loki and Super Crazy with a 57. Which, I guess that could have been the co-main to help it out a little bit, but still, I think it was a good card, and I think the right decision was made to have that be on last and having Yoshitone beat Alex Shelley there in the co-main. Wow, so we're down to 3, and then we'll have, obviously, the Great Voyage show, which, so we got basically 4 shows left of this recording. Very exciting. I mean, it's looking like this is going to be I think it's going to be one of the best tours we've done as far as, relatively speaking, as far as tournament goes, because, just show history, rather. You compare this to the Junior League, where we were doing okay, but only had one, 60 show, and that was a 61, and luckily it was in Cork. But, we've had 64s, really out the yin-yang. The worst thing was a 56. So, it's been one of the best tours as far as that goes, as far as tournament matches go. Obviously, we've had better, like the Shiny Navigation Tour Day 5 and whatnot, but still, I think all in all, definitely nothing to hang our hat on. It's been good. Been good stuff. We've been really consistent, I would say, even from the beginning, where we got a 62 there before the Masada Memorial Show. Usually, it's a night and day difference between where we first started to where we're at, even after a couple months. But so far, it's been pretty much the same. As we got a long wait before we get into day 7, so we'll wait there as we'll just advance off screen. All right, day 7 coming up on the end of the tour as Loki. Right before rest of the squad accused of not joining the rest of the locker room before a night out. I somehow don't find that hard to believe. As Kinagobashi found him guilty and sends him to buy drinks for everyone after the show. Positive impact on Loki. As Shibata is still, he's close. I think it's going to be probably December is when he'll be able to wrestle. I think it's 37 days actually. So yeah, it's going to be around November-ish. Probably basically the beginning of December, late November. But that's fine. So, Aoki strained his bicep, so he's going to have an injury for a couple of days, probably for just this tour, or just for this day, probably. And then same thing with Harada's injuries finally going to come up soon, so that's fine. Just kind of where we're at. Tournament-wise, this is where we're looking at. I do want to make sure, for some reason, I was just like, okay, I just wanted to make sure we had the Super Crazy match on there. I was getting a little nervous. Block A, looking a little bit like this. We got a three-way tie for first. It's Tiger Mask, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and Atsushi Aoki. So obviously, Tiger Mask has lost, or rather has beaten to Aoki, but has lost to Kanemaru. Then Kanemaru has lost to Aoki, but has beaten Tiger Mask. So it's very much a conundrum between those three there. There's basically, like, if the tournament ended today, they would have like either a triple threat or two singles matches. Someone would have to work twice. That's happened before. I know that's, I forget, I think that was either the 97 Champion Carnival or 95 Champion Carnival, where Kawada, Kenta Kobashi, and Masawa all had the same number of points, and they all had kind of like beaten each other and lost to each other in some way or shape or form. They had to do it like Masawa had Kobashi first, and then they did, Kawada and Masawa. And of course, after they just went like 30 minutes, and then Kawada beats him in like 8. It was just a fun little thing there. So that's probably what we would do if it would end right now, but it's not ending right now, so we have that. Kushida is technically in second, with 8 points, as he's lost to Ogawa and Atsushi Aoki. Hasn't faced off against Tiger Mask or Kanemaru yet, so have that. That's some big-time matches coming up for him. Then Harada, Jimmy Yang, and Ogawa with 6 points. Jimmy Yang probably should have like 8, but that's alright. Maybe even 10, the way he's been performing. And then we have Roger Strong and Zack Saber Jr. with 2 points, and nobody with 4. And then Bobby Fish still with 0, and he's just lost to Roger Strong, and he's already lost to Zack Saber Jr., so it's looking like he's going to finish with 0 points. Block B, we have Kato Suzuki, still the only man in this tournament who's undefeated with 12 points. And he's still got to face Alex Shelley, though. He's got to face Katoge, which, I mean, you would assume he'd win, but you never know. And then he's got also Katsuki Nakajima still. So he's got some big-time matches left. Will he finish the block undefeated? Who knows? But if I was a betting man, I would say no. It's Taiji Shimoi with 10 points, and he's lost to Kato Suzuki. So even then, Kato Suzuki basically has the tiebreaker win over him. So even if they tied, it's still, Ishimori would have to basically finish with more points than him. So he'd have to, let's say, Suzuki only beats Katoge and then loses to Shelley and Nakajima. Ishimori would have to basically win all of his matches to finish out on top. Then Nakajima with 9 points because of the draw with Loki. And, Shelley with 8 points. Loki with 7. 4 points for Jinbei, Super Crazy, / Nozawa, and Yoshitone. And then 0 for Katoge, the lone. Or then we also have Kyle O'Reilly with 2, who just beat Katoge. Then Katoge's probably going to finish with 0 as well. The second spot seems to be a fucking cursed spot, as both Fish and Katoge with 0 points. That's fun. But yeah, I mean, this has been quite a little tournament. So far, it's been really, really good. We haven't had any crazy injuries. We've been having pretty good shows. Really nothing more you can ask for. We haven't ran this place since July. Probably a good idea to run there, as trying to think would probably be the best. I guess this Tatami Town Gymnasium would probably be our best bet. Well, no, this Yoshi Minani Citizen Gym, that's got 700 people. That seems pretty fair to me. All right. As we have Alex Shelley and Nakajima, which is quite the main event, but too bad it can't be the main event because it's Block B. We'll add it for now, because that's definitely going to be the co-main. And Nakajima's going to beat Alex Shelley there. That's a big-time win for Nakajima. And then we'll probably have Block A's main event. Guess it could be Kushida Kanemaru. Could be. Or, Aoki Jimmy Yang's probably a better main event, to be honest. We'll have that be the main. Jimmy fucking Yang is beating Aoki there. We're going to give him a little bit more time, 19 minutes. And then we'll have Tiger Mask Ogawa. Which I guess that could also have been the main event as well. Tiger Mask going to beat Ogawa there. Kushida Kanemaru. Kanemaru's going to beat Kushida. It's a tough one. Kushida's still young, though. It's alright. He'll bounce back. Key and Yoshitone. Key's going to beat Yoshitone there, but that's a banger. That's a banger for sure. Oh boy. Now, so we'll probably have Jinbei O'Reilly. Jinbei's going to beat Kyle O'Reilly. Could have went either way, though. We could have gave Kyle O'Reilly a big-time win there. Then we'll probably do Kato Suzuki Katoge. Kato Suzuki beating Katoge. Harada Bobby Fish is probably going to go first with Harada beating Bobby Fish. And then Zack Saber Jr. Roderick Strong with Roderick Strong beating Zack Saber Jr. Not a bad show. Not a bad show at all. Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to have that be the main. There we go. And then also we'll just go ahead and add this to 230 because we got to add Super Crazy. Which I'm not sure who he's got to face. So I'm just kind of thinking of names. Oh, let's put that back. Because obviously Yoshitone, I think it's Ishimori. Yeah, it looks like it's Ishimori. So we'll just go ahead. Ishimori. Super Crazy. Yeah, that's going to be a win for Taiji Shimoi. That'd be a fun match if it was Nozawa, but with it being Super Crazy, it's pretty much a given that Ishimori is going to get the win there. There we go. We'll probably put that there. Perfect. Alright. So, Harada and Fish. Could have gave it to Bobby Fish for the first time, but we gave it to Harada with a Harada Pistol 1140. As Daisuke Harada still it's slowed down by the injury somewhat. It's a 37 for Zaki and Roger Strong as Zack Saber Jr. Probably should have won. He got a 50. Outperformed Roderick, but Roderick gets the win to death by Roderick. So it's 55 for Kato Suzuki and Atsushi Katoge. Kato Suzuki, the Blue Destiny there, keeps his undefeated streak going. That's 14 points for him. It's Jinbei beating Kyle O'Reilly. It was close. Jinbei, though, getting the win in 9:44. That's a 51 for Taiji Shimori and Super Crazy. Ishimori gets the win there. The Himocilio. And then Loki beats Yoshitone as he gets a 60 with the Kettle Stomp. 55 there for the match. 47 for Yoshitone. 60 for Loki. Another 55 is Kushida. Outperformed Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Wrong guy won there. Kushida got robbed out of so many points. As he gets the win with the deep impact, though. Those Kanemaru. And 17-15. So 62 for Tiger Mask and Ogawa. So as Tiger Mask beating Ogawa with the Tiger Suplex 09. As they have great chemistry, actually. So that probably could have been the main event. We'll see what happens. So this is a hell of a match here. Shelley and Kushida. Or as Shelley and Nakajima, rather. Oh my. As Nakajima, in 21 minutes, wins with a bridging German suplex. A good little match there. And a 63 is the main event. It's Jimmy Yang wins with the Yang time. Aoki outperformed him. Still was slowed down by the injury, but still, probably should have won there. So 62, I'm surprised Yang and Aoki actually outperformed the Tiger Mask Ogawa match, but that Nakajima Alex Shelley match is crazy. I would pay all the money in the world to see that match. Those are two unbelievable talents. That'd be very, very fun to see. But man, what a show. That was really saved by really, the top three matches for sure. Because a lot of 50s, but it wouldn't have finished anywhere near that if it wasn't for those matches there. So good stuff. All right. Well, we got day 8, then we got day 9, and the finals, and then the Great Voyage show. Which, this is... Couldn't ask for anything better, this has been the perfect tour. This has been the perfect tournament for us for the Junior League. Man, it's just perfect. Just perfect. Can't ask for anything better. As I just want to make sure nothing else happened. All right, on to day 8. Finally, we don't have a backstage incident. We can just get right into it. As we got day 8. Guess we could maybe do... I was thinking maybe have it be in Osaka. But maybe we'll probably have that be for day 9. So we kind of pretty much have been everywhere that we can. So that's a good sign. I think we might go... either Kyushu or Chubu. Probably Chubu, if I had to guess. We're going to go with the Sports Center, or we can go with the City... I think we're going to go with the Sports Center. I'm going to see if there's any other places as Nagil Diamond Hall. Yeah, we'll go there. Sounds fun. Alright. So, again, Block B. Main event, I see a good one there, and Alex Schilling and Kato Suzuki. And we're gonna have Alex Shelley beat Kato Suzuki there. It's a big time win for Shelley, who's beaten, some big names in this tournament so far. He's done a really good job. The co-main event's probably gonna be Tiger Mask and Kushida. And we're going to have Tiger Mask beat Kushida. That's a tough loss for Kushida. I hate to see that. He's the fucking man. And they will probably do... Man, I guess... Probably Ishimori Jinbei, and then Ki and Kyle, which we're going to have Jinbei beat Taiji Shimoi. What in the world is going on here? Upset alert right there. That's tough. You know, here, Taiji Shimoi had a real good shot of at least tying Kato Suzuki, but it looks like it's not even going to matter with an upset there. Then we're going to have, I guess Loki Kyle. Loki getting the win there. That's pretty much a given. And then we'll probably actually do... I don't know if we should do Ogawa. No, Ogawa Strong should probably open up the show. Guess Aoki Harada. 2 injured guys. Aoki's going to beat Harada there. Then we're going to have Zack and Kanemaru. With Kanemaru beating Zack. I'm sure Kanemaru's going to get outperformed there as well. As Katoge. Oh, Katoge and Nakajima. I don't know what happened there, but Nakajima wins. Bobby Fish, Jimmy Yang. Nope. Nope. Jimmy Yang's beating him. Get out of here. This is the Jimmy Yang redemption tour is what this has been. This is what this episode is. The Strong's gonna beat Ogawa. Oh my. Yeah, that's not gonna fly well. We'll let it happen. I guess we could pay off Ogawa. We haven't really had to pay off anybody in a while. Yeah, that's an idea for sure to have an Ogawa beat, or have an Ogawa lose to Roderick Strong there. I got Fish and Jimmy Yang. Jimmy Yang's gonna beat him there at least. As then we'll probably have to do a steal the show, I'm assuming. Yeah. And obviously we have the super crazy match, which, so let's see. I think it's Yoshitone. Yeah, it is. It's Yoshitone. Easy enough. We're gonna give Yoshitone the win there. I love how Super Crazy has won like one match. He's won the same amount as Nozawa has, and Nozawa's only on like 3 shows. Yeah, Yoshitone gonna get the win there. We'll set that to steal the show, because we need something to steal the show. We'll probably have to cut 2 minutes. Yep, have to cut 2 minutes off something. We'll just cut off 1 there for the Ki and Kyle match, and then 1 here for Ogawa and Strong. Alright. This is certainly a choice. But here we are, day 8. Just to remind everyone where we're at. So Tiger Mask and Kanemaru are tied for first. And obviously Kanemaru is beating Kushida there. And Tiger Mask is beating Kushida in there. Or Kanemaru is beating Zack Saber Jr. rather. So yeah, they're both going to have 14 points. And they're going to wrestle. And Tiger Mask lost to Kanemaru already. So really it's going to come down to Tiger Mask and then Roderick Strong, which he should win that, and then Kanemaru is going to take on Jimmy Yang. Jimmy Yang might play the spoiler, and Tiger Mask might end up going on to the finals there. As Aoki is in a good spot, not a great spot, but he's in a good spot to at least kind of be either finish 3rd or 2nd, depending on what happens. Should be 3rd, though. It should be. As Harada, Jimmy Yang, and Kushida all have 8. This has been quite the... I mean, Harada with 8 points is nuts. He shouldn't have that many points. But, again, here, it is what it is. And Roger Strong's going to have 6, so he'll be tied with Ogawa at 6. And obviously, he'll be placed higher because of the tiebreaker. Then poor Zack Saber Jr. with 2 points. Probably should have finished a little bit better for what he was a part. Like, he should have beat Daisuke Harada. I want to say he should have beat Roderick, maybe. And that was actually, he should have beat Roderick. So he should have been the one that having like 6, but that's alright. Bobby Fish is going to probably finish with 0 points, as he's going to, that's a tough loss for Bobby Fish, but couldn't happen to a nicer guy. As Block B, Kato Suzuki seems to have this one pretty much in the bag. He's losing, though, and so he's losing against Shelley. So Shelley's going to have 10, but Ishimoi's losing. So that's going to hurt him. And then Nakajima is winning. So he'll have 13. So either it's going to be Nakajima if Kato Suzuki loses to... and that's... When it's going to come down to that. As, that's going to be very, very fun to see how that one plays out between Block B. Because depending on who wins that, if it's going to be Nakajima or it's going to be Kato Suzuki, either way, whoever wins that match will go on to the finals to take on Tiger Mask. So this is actually a really fun kind of end of stretch here. So I think we got quite the finals lined up, at least as far as that last round robin night. So we'll run the show and see what happens. As Ogawa losing to Roderick Strong, as Roderick busting out the Gibson driver, and 10-24. So 43 for Roderick Strong, 47 for Ogawa there. Zack got a 45 is Jimmy Yang and Bobby Fish. Jimmy Yang with the Yang time over Bobby Fish. That gets a 52. A 40 for Super Crazy and Yoshitone. Maybe they should have kicked off the show, but at least they both did 50s. Good stuff. Yoshitone with a nice win there of a Super Crazy. There's Atsushi Kotoge, rather, against Katsuki Nakajima. Nakajima breaks his toe. That's tough. So that's going to hurt him a little bit. That's a bridging German suplex there for Nakajima. As Zack Saber Jr. and Yoshinari Kanemaru, they have great chemistry. How about that? And that helped out their match there. Deep impact for Kanemaru. And Aoki and Daisuke Arata, as Aoki gets the win with the assault point, as he's got a 58. That's good stuff there, beating Daisuke Arata. It's a 63 for Loki and Kyle O'Reilly. Loki gave the ghetto stomp at 9:04. A 65 for Ishimori and Jinbei, as Jinbei with the big upset over Ishimori there in 10:50. Tough. As Tiger Mask beats Kushida with a Tiger Suplex 09. Kushida's almost doing as well as Tiger Mask. That warms my heart. Fuck yeah, Kushida's coming along great. Main event's a 67 as Alex Shelley beats Kato Suzuki with the Shell Shock in 27-14. Both guys with 62s there. Awesome stuff. Awesome. 65. Couldn't ask for anything better. This should have probably opened up the show, but that's alright because of Nakajima's injury. That kind of hurt it a little bit. Probably would have done the same as the Yoshitone match if it wasn't for the injury, but that's okay. But now on to the final night. Day 9 of the the Global Junior League. What a tournament it's been. And hopefully we find our winners. I mean, we should find our winners. But hopefully it's a great finals. And hopefully, I mean, it should go better than the finals we just had. So, fucking Mark Calloway having a divorce with Michelle McCool. I love how that picture's got to be from 2004. It's got to be. It's got to be from when he came back WrestleMania 20 around that time. It's got to be. That just, oh man, that's great. And then we're trying to have people on exclusive contracts is kind of what we're doing there. Because, yeah, we want that to happen. Because I don't want people getting injured or anything. Because Ogawa's big man. Big mad there. And, yeah, we'll give him some money, and then we'll run day 9 here. All right, day 9, and that's right. They got us at the actual big venue now. As I wonder where should we run this? This is the $1 million question. Should we go Osaka back to back? I think that's probably the best idea we could probably do. So we'll just go ahead, and I love how there we go. So we'll just. So we could go with Osaka Castle Hall, of course. That's probably going to be our biggest. Yeah, that's definitely going to be our biggest that we can run. Works for me. So obviously, we want to do matches that make sense as far as what should be the main. And that's. Is Nakajima hurt? I was about to say, there it is. Katora Suzuki, Katsuki Nakajima. Nakajima is going to beat Katora Suzuki there. And that will, just to remind everyone, he will now have 15 points. And he is going to win Block B after coming up short against Loki at his last championship matchup. He's going to win Block B at least, and we'll go on to the finals. So there is that, and now Block A, of course, will have to have something with Tiger Mask and Kanemaru. So, just kind of, and Kanemaru is going to take on Jimmy Yang, so I think that'll probably be the co-main here. Jimmy Yang is going to beat Yoshinari Kanemaru. We're going to give that some time. I'm going to give it, probably about 18. 18 seems good, and then Tiger Mask is taking on Roderick Strong, so that's pretty much a given there. So it's going to be Tiger Mask and Katsuhiko Nakajima in the finals. As, should be at least. Yeah, just to, again, remind everyone. Because depending on what Aoki does, I guess. But even then, Aoki's already lost to Tiger Mask. So yeah, it's now decided as far as how that goes. As yeah, and that sounds good to me there. So now everything else can kind of fall in place. Trying to think. Is Zack Saber Jr. and Ogawa? I think Zack's gonna beat Ogawa. Yeah, we're just keep on pissing off Ogawa here. Loki and Taiji Shimoi is a great match, and Taiji Shimoi is gonna beat Loki there. What a win for Taiji Shimoi as another guy. And here's a guy. Technically, he should be the number one contender because he won the number one contendership matchup against Tiger Mask at Shining Navigation. But of course, then there was the Nakajima match that was already scheduled to happen, and then obviously this happens. So he's someone who's already was going to get a title shot against Loki, and and he just solidified that he is a dominant threat in this. As we'll have that actually go as the co-main. Yeah, perfect. And then Harada Kushida, I guess, can go. As Kushida's going to beat Harada. They finally gets a nice win. O'Reilly and Yoshitone. Kyle O'Reilly's going to beat Yoshitone. Oh my. As Shelley and Katoge, obviously. And then Shelley's winning that one, obviously. And then Aoki and Fish. With Aoki winning there. So again, we'll have to change the time. As I'm trying to think what would probably that. And then... yeah, I guess everything else kind of works out the way it is. I think it's... because Tiger Mask's going to bring Roger Strong up to a good match. We'll go ahead. Put this to 2:30. And then... so obviously super crazy. So... it might be Katora Suzuki. Have we already done that? I guess I could just look at the tournament page. As it's... oh, it's Jinbei. What in the world? What the hell is going on? Why is, yeah, it should be Jinbei. Am I just blind as hell and not see Katora Suzuki there? Oh, no, yeah, he's in the main event. I'm an idiot. Yep, I was blind. Yep, don't mind me. Jinbei, super crazy. We'll give Jinbei that win. All is well. All is well. Good stuff. Alright, we'll probably put that there. Actually, probably could go on after... oh. Love how we gave that 9 minutes, too. Let's give this a little bit more time. I love how I did it like a flash pin out of nowhere, but maybe give that a little bit more time. Yeah, we're gonna have a steal the show. Guess it could be Jinbei. Actually, Kyle and Yoshitone seems fun. Oh. Why it wants us to keep clicking on Zack Saber Jr. and Ogawa. There we go. Steal the show. Perfect. Kyle with the big win there. Oh my god, we did something wrong. It was Aoki wins with the assault point in 9:48. As that's a nice win there. I just want to return. I got a 65. Yeah, what do we as all the referee? I was like, oh wait a minute, we did something wrong. So I just want to make sure he doesn't have to work so much. There we go. And then we'll just have it be... there, alright, perfect. There we go. It's Shelley and Katoge as Shelley gets the win with a shell shock. It's 10:47. That's a 60. 64 for Shelley. Katoge with a 36. Getting carried there. It's a 39. Kyle O'Reilly tears his ACL. You hate to see it. Yoshitone with a 63, though. You love to see that. That is a tough loss. I can't believe he finished the match with a torn ACL. Kyle O'Reilly's a fucking dog for that. That's crazy. That's a tough loss, though. That's a... oof, he is out for basically rest of 2011 and halfway of 2012. That's a tough injury. As Zack Saber Jr. with the roll-up win over Ogawa, and he gets a 60. Beats Ogawa. There you go, 62 for Super Crazy and Jinbei. Super Crazy probably should have got the win there, but that's alright. As Jinbei with the win at 9:37. I got a 62. A 58 for Kushida and Daisuke Harada. So Kushida with a 61. He gets the win with the Kushida lock. And I got a 58. Another 58 as Tiger Mask, Roger Strong. So we didn't give it enough time. Oops. Didn't realize it was on a slow build. That's alright, though. Well, it's still a 58. It still was fine. Wow, a 70 for Jimmy Yang and Yoshinobu Kanemaru as Block A's winner. Is Tiger Mask with that. Oh, I loved how that got a 70. Didn't see that one coming, but Jimmy Yang's almost getting a 70, though. That's good stuff. And it's a fun co-main event. End of the main event. We have Taiji Shimoi and Loki. I guess. Oh no, that wasn't the main event. That was the runner-up. The main event's coming up next as Taiji Shimoi beats the GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion in Loki with the Hermosilio as in 26:03, 73 overall though. That's some good stuff there for the segment rating. Let's see how the finals does. Oh, and it's a fucking 60 because Nakajima's got an injury. Probably the wrong guy won because of the injury, with Nakajima, with his broken toe. And that's tough. We had such a great tour. Should have just gave it to Suzuki and had it be Suzuki Tiger Mask. But instead, it's Katsuki Nakajima and Tiger Mask now. And, Tiger Mask's going to have to have his working boots on for that one. As, wow, he lost her pop on that. Oh, man, that's tough. Because, obviously, the wrong match goes on last because of the injury. Yeah, because it would have at least finished, close to a 70. It had that, Ishimori Loki match and even the Jimmy Yang Kitamura match finish where it did. But so we're at, it happens. It happens. So we're going to give some love to Ishimori. We're going to give some love to Jimmy Yang. And we're going to give some love for Kato Suzuki for that performance. Really, that Junior League went so well. So many guys have came out of that better. Zack Saber Jr. is almost in the 60s in in-ring performance. Jimmy Yang's in the 60s. Yoshitone's in the 50s now. The guys have gotten better. Kushida's doing well. Shelley's doing well. I think that just kind of showed everyone that's hey, this junior division's actually for real. We got some good guys, and sure, could it be better? Absolutely. But I think as a whole, it's a very good junior division. Definitely compared to what we're doing in New Japan. It's night and day difference. But it's going to be funny because I think that finals now is kind of going to suck because of the injury. So we're going to give gave Ogawa $20,000. So far, this has been a pretty good tour. We still have the Great Voyage, of course, show to end out the tour, which we're going to, advance to, and I'll set up the schedule here, which I haven't even done yet. It's still the Global Junior League, but I got somewhat of a card in my head lined up. We just have to kind of find. Obviously, we know 2 matches that are happening in Kenta versus Kenta Kobashi, and of course Tiger Mask and Katsuhiko Nakajima to determine who wins the 2011 Global Junior League. I want to make sure I did that right, but yeah, because the broken toe, he'll probably still be out. Oh, just missed it by a day. That's tough. Oh, yeah, Kyle O'Reilly, we need to perform surgery on that ACL. 9 months. All right. So, yeah, that's... we've had some injuries, that's for sure. Had some injuries, but that's par for the course with a schedule like this. It's tough. Tough. But, yeah, just to, Oh, I was hoping to see... There we go. Completed tournaments. Yeah, it's just kind of fun that it keeps track of all this, too. So, that's very fun. I didn't even know that. I was just oh, there we go. As, so Nakajima gets the win with 1 point extra. Ishimori and Kato Suzuki tied, but Ishimori actually gets the nod for the tiebreaker there. So that's fun. As then, when Kato Suzuki coming up short to Taiji Shimoi, that's a tough blow. I've been a guy, it'd been fun to see him in the finals, but I just didn't want to go with it. And then Tiger Mask beating out Kitamura and Aoki for first. Jimmy Yang with 12 points. So I'm happy he finished pretty well. Same thing with Kushida. Harada probably got too many points, but that's okay. 8 points is fine. I would have probably loved to give actually Zack 8 and not Harada just for how they're performing. But also Harada had to work the whole tour with an injury too, so that kind of hurts his stock a little bit as far as what he could have done. But yeah, on to the Great Voyage in Osaka. Alrighty, so the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 4 show is here, and the card looks a little bit like this, as our main event is Kenta Kobashi taking on Kenta. The history there. It should be one of the best matches we've ever had. It should be very, very fun. Fingers crossed that one goes off without a hitch. And in the co-main event, it's not going to be Tiger Mask and Katsuhiko Nakajima. Thought about it, but I was like, well, let's kind of push that down because of Nakajima's injury. So, instead, we're going to have Muhammad Yan and Takeshi Morishima take on Kings of Wrestling yet again. Obviously, they had a match. It was the tour before Shining Navigation. And then they had their singles matches. at then the tour at the Chinese Navigation. It was actually at the Great Voyage in Tokyo. And that match, those matches, really the Morishima Claudio match is one of the best matches we've ever done. And figured it'd be best to bring it back and run it back again. So here we are doing it again. And then you see the Global Junior League Finals. Tiger Mask, winner Block A, taking on Katsuhiko Nakajima, winner of Block B. Tag match, Strong Big Japan. Daisuke Sakamoto, Yuji Kobayashi taking on Takashi Sujora and Go Shiozaki. This match is fucking awesome on paper. We'll see what happens when the actual show happens. As No Mercy taking on Anti-No Mercy Union, a junior six-man tag of Loki, Jinbei, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru taking on Atsushi Aoki, Kato Suzuki, and Taiji Shimoi. And then Jun Akiyama and Akitoshi Saito going to take on Akira Taue and Naomichi Marufuji. So back at the, I want to say it was the Shonen Navigation Tour, like day 1 or day 2, before we got into the actual final show, Jun Akiyama and Akitoshi Saito beat Akira Taue and Naomichi Marufuji, and really nothing else panned out after that. So I figured might as well bring it back here and have it be on this Great Voyage in Osaka show. Then we're going to have the Time Splitters take on Jado and Geto. Jado and Geto, I think, actually have less pop than the Time Splitters, funny enough, so that should kind of be an okay match there. And then Koji Kanemoto taking on Kento Miyahara, kind of like what is going on with the Global Junior League Finals with Tiger Mask and Katsuhiko Nakajima, but instead, kicking off the show with Kento Miyahara and Koji Kanemoto, kind of, a New Japan, Kensuke Office type match, if you want to call it that. A lot of fun, though, this card. We got a lot going on. It should be pretty fun, though. Should be. Fingers fucking crosses. I'm just going to copy this into a notepad just to make sure, because I didn't add anything to the pre-show, because we are already at the show here. We're already at the booking screen. So what will seem like a seamless, nothing happened, but as you could tell from the top left corner, it's a new day. Yes, it is. It's Sunday. So what happened was, went to the absent worker screen. I was like, oh, let's just kind of see who's up. And then, everybody from New Japan wasn't there. So it's like, well, they went the Tiger Mask match, and they went the Jado and Geto match. I was like, well, can't do that. So, obviously we'll need Tiger Mask to be on this show. So I was just like, well, we're going to, recover the last, recorded save day, which was before days 8 and 9. So the final 2 days of the Global Junior League. And so what had happened now is basically the same thing as far as show ratings. I think this show was one rating less. I think it was a 65. And then I believe this was at a 60 as well. This was actually the co-main last time, but I put it here. I wasn't thinking. I was just like, I'm pretty sure that was there. This match did a little bit better, but as a whole, the whole thing was about the, basically the same thing. But the big difference was Kyle O'Reilly did not tear his ACL. Instead, Yoshitone actually broke his jaw during a match. It's kind of funny that there was an injury, it just wasn't as severe as a torn ACL. So, just as far as, had to figure to explain that what happened there. And also, Daisuke Wright actually broke a toe instead of Katsuhiko Nakajima. So, Nakajima's healthy, but I still think we should have the card kind of be as is, how we set it up. Just for the sake of, I think, it being true to what it should be type of thing. Just if it wasn't for a mistake by my part, not looking at the schedule, it would have been fine. But luckily, able to fix it, no problem. So, back to this match of Kenta and Kenta Kobashi, of course, the main event. As I think, obviously 44-year-old Kenta Kobashi can't really work a long-ass match, so maybe something like 29 minutes would work better for him. We're going to have Kenta get the win there, obviously. He's going to, what a fun match this would be, though. I would have loved to seen this with Kenta as the champion, as Kobashi's a little upset by that. They've had their singles matches before, obviously. And even Kobashi's hit the burning hammer on Kenta. But it'd just be so fun to kind of go full circle. To be like, this is now, prime, Kenta, an older Kenta Kobashi. It'd just be fun to see Kenta beat him in that type of setting. I'm sure it'd be so funny, though, Kenta Kobashi beat him as, 44 years old. That'd be a big tough. I would, because he's 44 here. It's already chilly, too, which is probably a bad thing there. So then we'll have Muhammad Yan and Takeshi Morishima against Kings of Wrestling. As we're going to give this a good bit of time, 26 minutes, as we're going to have Claudio beat Muhammad Yan. Slow build, decisive. Got a feeling Muhammad Yan's going to complain about it, so we'll just go ahead and try to buy him off. We'll keep strong. Oh, thank you, TEW. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So now, the Junior League Finals match. I'm just going to have everything Just beat default. There we go, that's much easier. Instead of flipping back and forth like that. As we'll have Tiger Mask, block A side. Katsuhiko Nakajima, block B side. Both cooled. Pretty great. As to become the winner. As we're actually going to give this a good bit of time. 35 minutes. It's a long-ass match. As the Global Junior League winner, 2011. Katsuhiko Nakajima. Going to have the rematch with Loki. As, man, there's a lot of stuff happening. So, Katsuhiko Nakajima, he's going to take on who's ever the champion between Loki and Taiji Shimoi, because that match is going to happen first. And then that match is going to kick off the tour of 2012. It's going to be the first navigation of the year. Will be that, happening there. So that just kind of explain what's going on. So Nakajima's going to, that'll be the first thing that happened in 2012. It's either going to be him and Ishimori or him and Loki. Because, the Ishimori match has got to happen first, I think. But yeah, I think that's fun there. With Tiger Mask taking the fall and the Global League, the Global Junior League Finals. As I think I have to add, that's right, I have to add Strong Big Japan. I'm going to change Jado and Geto's name around. Kind of wild that they didn't have Strong Big Japan as their name, but that's alright. Big Japan as a fucking unit. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to change Shadow and Geto's name around. Just going to do a little flip. Jado and Jado. There we go. I know a lot of people probably just like, that bugs the shit out of me. Max, do you do that? It's like, I just can't help it. And it's got to be that way. Yeah, then now this tag match that hopefully fucking slaps. I know I would kill to see this match IRL, but we'll see what happens. And then, yeah, we'll just and then go. So pretty fun match of Go and Sujora teaming up. They had Sujora and Go Shizaki been teaming up in 0-1 in this mod. I was just like, that kind of be fun to do. I will give it 22 minutes. We'll have Go beat Yuji Okabayashi. I'm just kind of curious to see what their stats are. Ooh. Boy. No love on the pop. At least Daisuke's a little bit better on pop. That's crazy, though. Well, shit. As, then... Let's see. No Mercy. Anti-No Mercy Union. 6-man. There's Loki. Jinbei. And Yoshinobu Kanemaru. And then Natsushi Aoki. Kotaro Suzuki. And Taiji Shimoi. So that's a tough one to call, between, No Mercy and Anti-No Mercy Union. Obviously they've never had a match like this, because obviously Loki's just joined No Mercy. This is going to be a tough one, but I think we're going to have Loki get the win. He's going to beat... yeah, it will probably be Aoki. Seems fair. It's a big time win there. And then Jun Akiyama, Akatoshi Saito versus Akira Taue. And Naomichi Mafuji here. And then wait a minute, where the hell is... Do I have to just do it like this? That's weird. Huh. Wonder why I couldn't find Akatoshi Saito and Jun Akiyama. Have they never just not been a team? So obviously they were Sternus, but I guess they haven't been an established team in this. As that's so funny. I just now realized they just haven't been an established team. I should do that. As we're gonna give Marufuji a win. He's gonna beat Saito rather, but Taue. How much time? Oh, 16. We'll have to... this is probably going to be a long-ass show. Nope. Kensuke. Yeah, this is going to be quite the show here. We're probably already at... Oh, we're already at 2:30. We'll bump it to 2:30. Yeah, and then Time Splitters Jado Ghetto. A nice little junior tag match. Oh, their pop's good. Never mind. I was thinking their pop wasn't good. But now their pop's, yeah. Yeah, fun junior match. This is going to be awesome for Shelley and Kushida. That's exactly what we need here. Yeah, 12 minutes is fine. We'll let it be steal the show. We're going to give it to Shelley. I don't care who takes the fall, if it's Jado or Ghetto. Fun junior tag match, though. We could probably use them in the junior tag league next year. It's Koji Kanemoto, Kento Miyahara to kick off the show. Kento Miyahara. You love to see it. As I will give him 11 minutes. Miyahara's gonna get the win. And then we'll add a couple of pre-show matches. Let's see if we can get Koji Kanemoto to take a nice fall here. Perfect. Yeah, 183. Good on time. Yeah. Alright. Trying to think either tag or singles match. Because we don't really have a whole lot now. Oh, you got Red Dragon we can use now. Throw Red Dragon out there. Red Dragon and Mexico's Most Wanted. I was looking for Damien 666's son. But he's somehow not in the mod, even though he debuted in 2009. So I don't know what that's about. So that sucked, because I probably would have brought him in. As, let's we'll have Kyle O'Reilly get the win. Thank God we got Red Dragon. Hopefully now nobody else gets hurt. Nobody now gets a torn ACL because of it. It's a fucking butterfly effect. Well, somebody else gets it. Something much worse like Kenta. That'd be big tough. Then we're probably gonna have Momono Seonshin tag in Yin and Yang. Which, man, Yoshitone, I would love his pop to be a little higher. We're probably gonna have, oh, that's right, got a couple injuries here. Maybe we don't do that. Singles match. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, Takayama's not on the card. Neither is Kensuke. Just kind of by design, those two, because obviously they just had a big-time match in the last tour. Boy, oh boy. I don't know if we go Junior again, if we go somebody else. I'll throw Kendo Cashin out there. I think we've done this before. Oh, we haven't. I think we were going to, but I backed out of it. Zack win. I'll keep Cashin strong. I'm assuming he'll be okay with it. Cool. Alright. Let's run the Great Voyage in Osaka 4. 51, alright, not bad. There you go, Red Dragon. That's the thing, they're pretty good, like, obviously as a team with their chemistry bonus and tag team specialist bonus. But, man, singles-wise, it's not there for at least Bobby Fish. Kyle O'Reilly a little bit, but that's a good performance there, chasing the Dragon over Mexico's Most Wanted. Big win for Red Dragon. Oh, wow, Zack Saber Jr. 61. Gets the Saber Driver with Kendo Cashin. It's a 56. It's a 55 for Kento Miyahara and Koji Kanemoto, as Kento Miyahara with the Northern Light Suplex on Koji Kanemoto, getting the win there. It's a 65 for Time Splitters against Jado and Ghetto. Man, I can't believe it's so funny Jado and Ghetto don't have a tag specialist or anything like that. That's so funny. It's a 63 for Jun Akiyama and Akatoshi Saito against Kira Toei and Naomichi Marufuji. Toei with a 42. Jesus Christ. As Marufuji with the Shiryu over Akatoshi Saito. It's a 76-69 there, 49 for Saito. Yeah, not bad. 69! Nice for this Junior 6-man. I mean, look at the Anti-No Mercy Union with 65, 64, 63 right in an order. And low-key carrying them to a win, though, and No Mercy. As the Ghetto Stomp, again, gotta add some more finishers to low-key. Hell yeah. So, it gets a 70. Sujiura and Go Shizaki with 70-73. It looks like Sujiura's gotten definitely better from working with 0-1, so that's fun. Daisuke and Yuji, they're almost there. At least they have excellent chemistry bonus. At least that happens. But Go Flasher on Yuji Okabayashi there. That's big time. As a 65 for the Global Junior League Finals. Nakajima getting the win with a bridging German suplex and 32-35. What a long-ass match, but a fun match, though. At least it did much better than the Best Super Juniors Finals we did in New Japan. As a 73 for the co-main. no surprise there, as they've obviously had their matches before. This is their fourth defense for the Kings of Wrestling there, as Chris Hero and Claudio just keeping it going, 71s and 75s. Claudio with the Ricola bomb over Muhammad Yan. Can't ask for anything better. Really, Muhammad Yan, if he was in the 70s, that would have made it perfect, but still. Hero, Morishima, Claudio, all in 70s. Good stuff there. Oh, what happened there? Not enough selling there, as Kenta with the Busaiku knee on Kobashi, 29-20. They both did the same. Would have loved that to hit a 70. That's tough. Well, we didn't lose any pop. We didn't gain any pop at the same time. Yeah, I would have just loved that Kenta Kobashi match to get that 70, but that's okay. All in all, I'm cool with the card as a whole. Sure, we could add Zack and Kendo Cash and actually open up the show instead. And then we'll make the speeches to. And honestly, Morishima. Morishima and Hero kind of killed it. And then probably, I'm not sure who else we could give it to. Go Shizaki, of course. Actually, let's give some love to Kashi Sujora. He's come a long way. Very happy that he's doing well, finally. And that will do it for this episode and this tour, as we end out the year with the Global League. It's the biggest round-robin tournament of the year for us. And, man, oh man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it that we are in a prime spot to really have a great tour to end out the year. We've made money again. We just keep making money. I would love for us to gain some more pop, though. I would love to get into the 70s. But, we've pretty much have stayed the same. Oh, I mean, it spill over. Pretty much the same. We were dropped down a little bit, but stayed at 66, and now we're back up to 67s in some places. Then there we go. Good stuff there. So, yeah, the Global League basically would be the same thing, 10 guys in each block. We're going to keep it 2 with A and B, because that's pretty much what it was during the time here, so figured might as well keep it that way and not switch away into what becomes it with the 4 blocks. But maybe we will eventually down the road, just to kind of mimic that, because I think that is a cool idea as far as just it being different than everything else, but at the same time, I love just a simple A and B block, it just makes things simple, but actually it'd kind of be more simpler to have it be 4 blocks, but just only have 4 guys in each block. But at the same time, it's either way, it works out for me, and so we'll catch you guys next time for the Global League. Take care, everyone.